those colors are significant. The purples, the indigos, and the blues, they're very significant. You're seeing a lot of those in some way, shape, or form, whether they're orbs or just in general. Okay, we're here doing a quick video, watching Up in the Air. During Akashic's class, someone got a card, and the card was Up in the Air. And there's a movie called Up in the Air. So being up in the air, I think there's a children's movie called Up in the Air. There could mean many things without being connected, many things around this code, this puzzle piece of Up in the Air. You'll know through resonance what that is. Maybe go watch the movies, maybe look and go down the sacred algorithm of what Up in the Air means, or through what you're feeling like. Are you literally up in the air? Are you ready to take flight? Are you in flight? Are you getting ready to land? There could be many things, and this movie is about a traveler, and travel information and confirmations and codes have been coming through heavy for me personally. And travel can be many ways. Like, I've spent a year and a half, 2 years traveling within. And because I've done all of the traveling within and back to self, now Source will have me placed in opportunities, will be showing up because I'm knowful. I already know that everything's working out in this sense, that I will be placed and I'll be traveling physically, globally. Okay. So during this August season, it's a powerful one, beautiful soul. I know you can feel it. You're experiencing it on all different kinds of levels, from maybe hour to hour, day to day, minute by minute. Time is doing some strange things. Time has kind of really done a lot of strange things because I live more in the quantum than physical calendar in linear time. It's like almost 5 o'clock and it's like I just woke up. Like, I really didn't do a lot today, technically. Like, physically, my old self, the old versions of myself would have beat myself up for being lazy, about not getting a lot of things accomplished. I thought I was going to work out. All of this stuff that my old self, my old identities or versions of self would have just really gone down a very unhealthy path. But I got up, I enjoyed the coffee. I felt into, didn't try to figure it out into anything. I thought maybe I might do some things, but again, I always feel in the moment, and I move in the moment. I don't plan really much anymore. Like I said, we don't have schedules or plans really. And just allowing for the rest and the integration and the recalibration, because you are going through massive changes. And everyone's journey is different. So these changes may look different for everybody. Okay. Where you're at now, I was a year ago. And where I am now, other people were here 2 years ago. And so it's everyone's at different phases and stages of their journey. And it's perfect. You are not behind. You are divinely on time. So what came through, I just got out of a sacred bath a while ago. I'm watching this movie Up in the Air. I didn't even know this movie existed, but again, I just kind of allow spirit, my team, my higher self to just guide what is being guided. So there's information in here talking about backpacks already and travel and bags, and that's very relevant to the codes that I've been receiving for a while, and that might be for you as well. But we just wanted to bring this quick message in to 330 to rest without guilt, to allow for this rest, this heavy rest. You might feel like a lot of rest is required, maybe naps, going to bed early, sleeping a lot. I went to bed to meditate at 7:30 and I woke up at 8 o'clock. Yes, I was up a little bit in between there, but I was in bed from 7:30 to 8, 7:30 p.m. to 8 a.m. And just going through and moving moment by moment. I channeled some messages. I've been posting those throughout the day when I get the chance to. And like I said, I had a sacred bath. I didn't really plan anything. Again, I don't really make plans. I keep things really open-ended lately. And I detach from anything and just be open to receive the messages, the signs, the synchronicities, the magic, the miracles, the opportunities. I went to a different dollar store. We went on a walk yesterday, and we went someplace we normally don't go, and it's just doing different things in different ways. And I went to a different dollar store because I was guided to go and to travel into different places. If I didn't do that, I was really appalled. I didn't really need candles. I did, but I didn't, whatever. So I was guided to go get some candles from this other dollar store. yeah, and then I didn't realize, it's just like, it's already this time of day. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So it's allowing for the rest, allowing for the integration and recalibration, because you're going through a system upgrade. You're going through a massive system upgrade at a subatomic cellular molecular level. This organic technology is being upgraded. Hardware systems, software systems are being wiped and replaced and upgraded. Chakra systems are being replaced. We've had this come through about a month or so ago, where your chakra systems are being fully, not just recalibrated, not cleansed or balanced. They are being replaced. Your chakra systems are being replaced, and they might be replacing those in segments depending on where you're at in your journey. And you might feel this. I have felt this myself, and then they came through with that information and how that looked and felt for me, and how that will come through when I'm working with clients that are ready for that upgrade. Chakra systems, your technology is being upgraded, so allow for the integration, the rest, and the recalibrations, because we got to make sure that, as my Akashic mentor says, with a lot of my readings and with the upgrades and things like that, going from like a clink computer to a quantum computer, going from an operating system that was maybe what we consider like a dark age operating system. Just imagine those old computers that were in those big rooms, and then going to a quantum computer. That's what you're going to, from like a dial-up to fiber optic connections to the divine, to source, to the universe, to the omni streams of consciousness that are wanting to connect and channel with you and through you. Remember, going from like a floppy disk to this quantum processing is what's coming through. So again, rest without guilt. Rest without guilt. Move when you're called to move. Rest without guilt. My human wants to move. Like, I want to exercise, I want to move, but I've been really sore and really tired and really fatigued. And when I move, I do take the time and I move, but it's like the past versions of myself would have forced a workout, would have forced this or forced that. And now I just flow with it. And if I feel called, I'll move. And if I feel called to rest. So today, like I said, I did a really relaxing morning. I cleansed and showered, and then I did some content and channeled some messages, and then I chopped some watermelon, and then I got my candles, and I came home, ate a little bit of food, took a hot bath, and here we are. It's like 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? And time is feeling wonky, but you're going through these massive elevations. Literally, beautiful soul, you are changing at a subatomic level, at a molecular genetic DNA level. You're transforming. They're literally transforming into a completely different species. This is what the process is, and some of us are not necessarily ahead, but we've coded ourselves to be the first ones to go through this. And this process it's going to be gradual, and there's different time frames on the next 10 to 15 years, and then up to 30 years, depending on where you're at, of literally evolving from Homo sapien to Homo luminous, going from a carbon-based vessel to more of a crystalline-based vessel. And you may have been hearing this, maybe not. Maybe this is the first time, all right? But you're literally going through an evolutionary process in real time, embodied, in going through physical life, going through all this stuff that you're going through. You are also going through an evolutionary process of a species. We are the ones going through this right now because we signed up for this. We just forgot. We're now just remembering. Okay, and everyone's at different stages, and their integrations and their recalibrations and their system upgradings, their chakras upgradings, their operating system upgradings, like their connections upgrading. Everything's upgrading. You're going to the next level, but the next level is whatever level you are ready for next, and your soul knows that. You might not necessarily know that. Your ego mind will probably try to figure that out, but you can't figure that out. It's just happening. And sometimes it might be very subtle changes, or sometimes it might be very obvious changes, or it might be somewhere in the middle. It doesn't matter. It's perfect. Sometimes you'll be very obvious, like, all right, a full body soul aspect came in, and then there'll be silence, and you might not get any sensations, but that doesn't mean that your system is still not upgrading, integrating, and recalibrating, so you need to allow for the rest. Don't force the action, don't force the creations, don't force anything right now. Don't try to figure anything out. Feel into what's next. What's next for the food? What's next for the hydration? What's next for the movement? What's next for the stillness? What's next for creation or no creation? All right, I didn't expect this video to be like 10 minutes long, but here we are. It's complete 10-10. So allow for the rest, allow for the integration, allow for the recalibration, because we're not done with this month. We're halfway through this month and we have yet more to go through. There's a lot of things taking place and it's all perfect. It's all perfect, okay? All right, so I love you, take care of you, honor you, have compassion and grace for where you're at no matter what. Breathe, always come back to your breath, meditate often, live heavily meditated, meditate often, rest often, nourish often. Maybe you're being called to fast and eat differently. There's a reason for that. I really sustain on way less physical food because I have become more crystalline, and so I tap into more pranic energy. I tap into the energetic field of the nourishment from the sun and from the elements and from source consciousness, light energy. It's really hard to explain, and I've known about this type of thing for years, especially when I was way back at the beginning of being like raw vegan, going down that journey. But that's where we're moving, where you're eating less dense foods and you will be able to sustain or survive on less. Lots of hydration for sure. Juicy fruits are going to be your friend, and lots of hydration. Minerals, mineral drops, salt, minerals, salts, baths, salts in general. Yeah, it's going to be your best friend, okay? Fruit juices, 100% fruit juices, those, because if you're just drinking plain purified water, your cells aren't getting hydrated, and you're needing more hydration because you're feeling dehydrated, so you need more hydration. So drink. Add the salt, add the minerals, add the juice, eat the living foods. The water is in the fruits, okay? Cheers. We'll see you soon. 12/21. Love you. Bye.